Welcome to Dice Populi's 5th Wednesday bonus for July of 2024. This month we're doing something a bit different. Instead of defiling the oeuvres of Nolan or Cage or giving a behind-the-scenes look at the show, we're kicking off a new initiative in our podcast feed, bringing Dice Populi Entrenched to the masses. What is Entrenched? Well, for the last few years, we've produced a whole second podcast for Patreon supporters. Set in the world of Eberron, Ryan has brought myself, Pat, Chowder, and Matt through a darker, more grounded story of a war-torn society than the high fantasy of Dicey Waters. Today, we're posting episode 36 of this show, a recent outing that we feel stands on its own as a hilarious story with intriguing hooks to the larger narrative being told. Think of it as a free sample, and if you like what you hear and can't wait for more, the remaining 40 episodes are all available on our Patreon for as little as $2 per month. That money covers our hosting and production costs, and a little bit goes to charity too. But that's not all. Starting next month, we will be releasing Entrenched into our main podcast feed every 4th Wednesday. This means that it will never catch up to the Patreon feed, preserving the exclusive value on offer there, but will also ensure that everybody gets to enjoy the hard work we've been putting into Dice Populi outside of Dicey Waters. We really hope you enjoy the show. Main feed episodes can be found in our RSS feed, on Podbean, or on YouTube. Subscribing there will help eventually get us monetized, but feel free to sub wherever you please, just to make sure you never miss an episode. And if this sample is enough to make you crave more right now, please consider joining our Patreon for instant access to the entire campaign so far, plus a few extra goodies for dessert. Links to all of this can be found at dicepopuli.com. Thanks for tuning in, and please enjoy Dice Populi Entrenched number 36, Fun Goes Down. Good broadcast. Let's get ready for the next hour. The Short Inquisitive is nipping at our audience's heels. What stories are they pushing? More anti-Kilk rags? Aw, please. Political news cycles won't make a dime after the election. They should... What? Peter Quill and Auric N got a tip about Kilk. What did it say? Dragon's blood, please. They may just be writing their own headlines at this point. Still, just in case, keep an eye on the Inquisitive, will you? If there's any truth to this story, I want to know.
Fun goes down. A little bit brighter. It's 9:30 in the morning. It's a little bit brighter here. You're on the kind of like the middle district. You know, there's a verticality to Sharn. Usually y'all are living on like the, not quite the bottomest level, but pretty close to bottom. There is only like a pallid
You can just say
gray.
it. We're a whole squad of bottoms.
Yeah, a whole squad of bottoms. You left off with one of the best lines so far of the game, I think.
Got Kilk?
Exactly. It's so good. It's so good. So we left off there, but we didn't. I don't think you guys really got into the meat and potatoes of what Got Kilk is, and I think that it would be a good place to start.
What mean Got Kilk?
What mean? What do mean Got Kilk?
What do Kilk do?
So Mal, you just said that to the group as they all look at you slack-jawed. What do mean Got Kilk?
The basic principle, I suppose, is that...
Do they got Kilk?
People don't think Kilk is good for them, but they don't know all the stuff that Kilk does in the background, like building up the skeleton of society.
The vitamin Kilk is what, you know, strengthens the bones.
He's really the backbone, of
Sharn.
Of Sharn.
Okay. I think I get what you're putting down. let me put that into practice. I point at a random person on the street. You, over there, who are you voting for?
Excuse me?
Who are you voting for?
Perhaps a small militant gang member accosting people about their voting preferences could be seen as a form of intimidation.
I'm voting for Lisa Barrymar.
No,
You are in a different section of the city. You are in a different section of the city.
I think Steele is then going to step forward and say that
this is not the district represented by Kilk or Dwoden.
I don't understand how districts work. I'm pulling this guy by the shirt. No, I'm telling you, you should get killed. You got killed. You know why? 'Cause Kilk got you. All right.
Nice.
Roll a d20. Just let's see where we get here. You are also, he's a full-size man, and you are a little halfling.
What is happening?
Yeah, but I'm like a barbarian, you know, like.
That's true.
I'm a barbarian.
You're like a little Flintstone baby accosting a full-grown man.
Yeah, I mean, I always kind of imagine it's like, I'm a pint-sized powerhouse. I am stronger than I seem. Anyways, that is, there's no bonuses. What am I doing? 12.
12. I think a 12 is a success. He's like, oh, yeah, of course. No, yeah, sure. Just please don't hit me. You've got like a fist raised.
That's it. Remember, got Kilk. Kilk got you.
Got Kilk. I've got Kilk. And he just kind of like scuttles away very fast.
Yeah. All right.
If I may offer a point of critique, this does not seem like what people in the business would call a scalable solution.
That's kind of true.
I mean, it could be scaled if we come up with a quick blurb and disseminate it through, I don't know, a radio or print media.
Who here is the most accomplished writer?
Don't look at me.
I wasn't.
That felt mean.
I can tell by the way you're laughing.
Okay, if nobody here is an accomplished writer, perhaps a picture. Could we submit an image advertisement? The words are so concise in their messaging. A supporting image may do more than a blurb.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, maybe Kilk giving a thumbs up.
Okay, I can draw that. And like I'll do like a little third grader's like scribble of what's supposed to be Kilk doing a thumbs up.
On what? What are you scribbling on?
I don't know. I could have paper and pencil on me.
Okay.
All right. What are you scribbling this out? This.
Paint us a word picture. What did you just draw?
It's basically a childish drawing of like what's supposed to be Kilk, but what race is Kilk? Is he just a human?
He looks to be humanish, possibly half-elf. It's not entirely clear. There is a certain blend that can happen in Sharn where they become very racially ambiguous. And Kilk definitely fills that role.
Perhaps Steele is going to inspect the very childish drawing and suggest
Perhaps we could simply leverage the one Kilk impersonator we have and take a photograph.
I think that's a good idea.
Oh, yeah, that is, like, you know where the location of a photographer is currently.
Maybe we should also find some sort of, like, small animal that people would find cute for Kilk to hold while we do it.
Okay, I have a very good idea. We need to find a puppy or something.
And done. Yeah. What do you think, guys? And
It's kind of good. It's not bad.
I'm going to maintain that for the sake of professionalism, the puppy picture of Got Kilk is perhaps the way to go.
I'll tell you what, if you guys are cool with this, I will upload the drawing Chowder just did alongside the episode.
That's fine with me. There is a funny thing that you could do where you could basically do, I don't know how many of you have seen Parks and Rec, where it's like the Bobby Newport ads, where it's just like him and a dog like walking around being like super friendly and not really saying anything at all. You could do that with the pantomime of Kill.
I mean, that Studz and Maul are onto something.
All right, let's go find a puppy.
You are still in, like, at the Sharn Inquisitive. There would probably be another photographer that you could get a picture from if you wanted to.
Yeah, but we need a puppy first.
Do the puppy. Everybody,
Do they have puppies there too?
I'm not going to dress up as Kilk, walk in and say, I need your finest puppies.
Yeah.
I want to walk in holding the puppy because it really shows an image of dogs like me. You should like me. Got Kilk.
we have really not talked too much about there being dogs in Sharn. They definitely would be. You would have noticed just random dogs. Probably a lot in the lower boroughs as just stray dogs everywhere. You're kind of in the middle upper right now. There's probably dogs. There's alleys here. There's back alleys. People have dogs as pets. You could find one, definitely, just depending on how long you want to. I guess we'll leave it to a roll to see how long it takes y'all to find a suitable dog. It has to be the right level of cuteness.
Yeah, that's what I was to say. The quest for a photogenic dog seems harder than one might think.
You need a border collie or something like that. A presidential dog.
Presidential.
Presidential.
Should we all just roll? Should we all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll for find dog.
It's basically y'all are locked in on this idea and immediately roll to find dog.
I got a 13.
I got a 16. I get a cuter dog.
Oh, fuck.
I got a 9. That seems fitting.
Oh my god. Is that a tough choice?
Yeah.
It is a tough
Yeah, it
choice.
is.
Tough choice. You find an ugly dog or you find
a cat.
cute dog, but only looks cute from one angle.
Or I find an animal and I'm allergic to it.
Oh.
If you succeed,
I like that tough choice.
you get to dictate the dog and how you find it.
What the
If
dog
it's
doing?
tough choice, I'm going to give you a tough choice, and if you fail, I'll dictate what happens. Chowder, did you roll for this?
I did not roll. In fact, Gan puts up another picture. Okay, we wanted him holding a puppy, right? How about this?
Oh,
Gosh.
Jesus.
It's not terrible. Honestly, I don't hate it.
Once again, anybody listening, this is going to be on the Patreon.
I can't tell if those are legs or udders on the dog.
Oh, yeah, look at it. It's got a little tongue outside
They're
his
legs.
face.
I thought the campaign was got Kilk, not got milk.
Boo.
So, Chowder, are you too busy drawing to look for a dog? That's perfectly fine if that is.
I'm too busy drawing to look for a dog.
All right, let's go. The two people that succeeded, you basically dictate the type of dog, the circumstance, how it happens. This would be a little fun exercise in improv. Who wants to go first?
He rolled higher than me, so Pat first.
That doesn't mean I have to go first, bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
Loser. All right, so what I'm imagining is we're walking down the street and there's someone walking. They're extremely cute. Let's say it looks like a corgi. It's a small, really stumpy leg, floofy dog. And it gets away from them and starts running away. And then Mal goes and grabs it before it gets too far to return it to the owner. And they're so thankful. And then in that moment, Mal goes, considering that I just did something for you, would you mind doing something for me?
Oh, okay.
Can we borrow your dog for a picture?
The owner was a little skeptical at first, but then when you're oh, take a picture, it's oh my god, I would love for my dog. I don't have any pictures of my dog. That would be, as long as I can get a picture of just my dog, that would be fine.
Oh yeah, awesome.
And
So-
seems actually legitimately gung-ho about this.
We're actually going to take a picture and put it in a newspaper because your dog is just so beautiful.
That is, I've always thought that little Schnookums here is the most adorable dog in all of Sharn. So I am game. I am game.
Incredible.
As you have secured that, I walk up holding a significantly uglier, like schnauzer, and I'm like,
Maul, it is okay. I have secured a dog.
That's okay. I just met this nice person and we're gonna use their dog.
Why is your dog superior?
You should probably put that one back.
Steel throws the dog into the alley.
Oh no!
I didn't want you to.
Like a gentle toss, it lands.
And then skitters away. Did you steal this dog? Did you find this dog? How did dog come into being?
I don't find this line of questioning important.
There's still a collar.
I rolled a 13. That's all that matters.
It has a collar and a leash, and there's still a glove attached to
Yeah,
the
you
leash.
hear the skittering of the leash as it runs down the alley. I want to be very clear. Maybe this is because I'm a cat owner, but tossing a cat a little bit is fine. If it's not fine with dogs,
Yeah, because they land on their
Hey,
feet.
we have proof. Colin throws cats. We just fucking got you. It's been a long fucking road here, but we finally got him. Call the cops.
Oh no, my small 10-pound cat that frequently jumps off the stairs. Oh no.
So yeah, you just let free your dog of war. And I'm going to give you a tough choice here. Studz, right? That was who failed. Or had that tough choice, right?
Yes, give me the tough choice.
Tough choice. One, the animal you come back with is thoroughly not a dog. That is just like not even close to being a dog. Nobody could recognize it as a dog. No reasonable person would recognize it as a dog. That's option one. Option two is that
Slime monster. It's a slime monster.
It's a slime monster. Option two is that you are going to have to this is the tough choice. It'll be a super impressive dog, but you are going to have to physically steal this dog from its owner.
That's too much work. I'm absolutely gonna find whatever the hell is I find. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give me a sec. I thought I saw something crawl back here. I'm gonna go into the alley behind a dumpster or something or whatever, wherever I can find some cover, and use guile to alter my appearance so I look like Kilk, and then I'm gonna come back out, and I'm just holding this. I found whatever furry mass of things that I found behind the dumpster, and I'm like, dog.
Buddy.
This dog!
It's very much from the school of The Last Avatar, where it is like an iguana raccoon. It is half furred, the rest is scales. It has a completely reptilian face. It is frothing at the mouth. It might be you can't tell if it's very upset or it is just in fact in the process of dying. It does not smell good, and its eyes are just bugging out of its skull currently.
That's the sound it makes.
Thank you for the Foley work.
Could have maybe done with a couple less. Please stop.
So are you telling me that I've just thrown a dog into the alley, Maul has secured a dog, the problem is solved, and Kilk walks up to us holding an iguana raccoon?
An iguana raccoon.
I'm here for it.
And the weird thing is,
Raquana.
you've lived in Sharn. You've shipped not your entire life, but you've lived in Sharn for a long time. You've lived on this planet your entire life. You're thoroughly sure that this should not exist. This is not, Atla. This is regular animals exist. You don't know what this could have been some weird experiment gone awry, 100%.
I'm a man for all people. There's not just for the hoity-toities and the lower class, for everyone. And I hold up the iguana raccoon.
Not to rain on your parade, but apparently Maul has already secured a dog, so who cares what we found, right?
I mean, if you guys had found something better than my dog, sure, but you didn't, so...
But he's so cute. He's a good boy. He's mine now.
Is he going to still be alive by the time we take this picture? Because Buddy's looking pretty bad.
Everybody, can you roll a d20?
Nothing.
16.
12.
TN.
Y'all have some tangential knowledge of the Dragon Mark houses. You notice after looking at, all of you just can't take your fucking eyes off this iguana raccoon. You do notice a small little brand or tattoo on it, and it seems to be property of House Vidalis, which is the House of Handling, and they have been known to make slight excursions in what today would be considered genetic engineering.
Okay. If that brand is on there and if that's going off my 16, I'm going to point at that and say,
would this association to a dragon marked house complicate the ethics or safety of what we are doing?
I'm already tying a little bandana around its neck.
oh Jesus.
You're gonna rehome the iguana raccoon.
I'm looking at Studz Kilk Gan is going off the rails here. Please help.
There's literally nothing that I can do. I'm going to walk into the Sharn Inquisitor.
Oh, no.
Please don't.
All right, you walk in as Kilk.
I'm walking in as Kilk. Yep.
Wait, Studz, before you go in, should we perhaps... We're going to be interfacing
I'm walking
with
in.
them.
I'm not talking. I'm going in.
You walk in, and there is that like moment where you just hear like the clacking of all of these typing machines. You can hear a lot of people having like brisk conversation, and then you're standing there for maybe like 1 sec, 2 second, 3 second, and almost in an abrupt like just end of that, you know, just kind of like workplace din. Everybody basically stops and then turns and looks at you. And there is not a unsurprised face here. Miss Fitzgibbons is like trying to say something but can't quite get it out. Hi. Do you have?
I had an appointment to see you, of course. Hello.
Oh, hi, Mr. Kilk. It's such a pleasure to finally have you at the Shard Inquisitive.
Oh.
If you are looking for some form of revenge or some kind of, punishment of people, you would be a little late. Peter Quill is just left for the day. If you were looking for some kind of vengeance, you could take it. I could tell you. I have an idea where he is.
Another time maybe, but listen, let me ask you a question. Do you got Kilk?
Excuse me.
I don't. I'm not in the business of repeating myself, but do you got Kilk?
I am so apologetic, Mr. Kilk. I do not understand what that means.
It means that it's a work in progress. We'll go back to that. But here, picture this: my face, that caption, encouraging voters, citizens everywhere to vote for Kilk in your newspaper.
Is this like you need to do this or there will be bodily harm inflicted on myself or my colleagues, or is this just like a nice idea that you're trying to share with all?
Well, you know, since you're offering to do so, I'd be happy to be in your newspaper.
You already are in our newspaper quite a bit.
Nevertheless, I would love it if one of your photographers. I keep changing voices here. This is a problem because I don't know. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna roll with it. Sorry.
Just roll with it.
It's
Just
the
roll with
beauty
it.
of it.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting you to do theater quality, like expressive work.
Don't you worry. Yeah. So I would like. I want one of your photographers to just come in and take a picture of me holding a puppy, and then you're gonna print a picture that says "Got Kilk" on it.
You're sure we can do that? Hey, Billy, could you come over here and we take a nice photograph of Mr. Kilk outside? And Billy is like shaking his head like, no, like, no, I don't want to. I'm
gonna go up to Billy, put my arm around his shoulder, and just be like, Billy.
Yeah,
You look a little nervous there, Billy. What's going on?
You're kind of famous around here.
Well, don't you worry, because I pat him on the back. I got you, Billy. You got Kilk.
Yes, sir. And he grabs like his like Arcanotech like backpack and like rig for taking a picture. They're just I've got a family, so you know I'll love to help.
Oh, I know about your family. That's all right. Outside, let's take a picture.
Roll another d20.
That's a nat 20.
That's a nat 20. Everybody here is absolutely fucking terrified. You're effectively a well-known government interconnected like mafioso to a certain degree. Like you are supposed to be like not just like a minor crime element, but an accepted crime element. You are like, this is absolutely fucking terrifying. This place has been like ragging on you nonstop for the better part of like the last month and a half, and like vicious petty shit too, like things that would really fucking piss you off, and they are extremely worried that you are here to murder or injure them with great bodily harm. So everybody is terrified. Nobody is second guessing your appearance. This is like 100% like everybody is feeling this right now. This is the most intimidating you've ever been.
Wow. So this is what power feels like.
I think outside steals, because we can see in, right? We can see through the windows what's happening.
You can just see abject terror, horror, and utter surprise.
I'm just like looking between the window and Maul, just like,
There are a lot of things that we're going to have to clean up after this. I'm not really sure how to handle the situation.
Don't look at me. He just walked in without talking to any of us. Yeah, like,
Oh, goodness.
Got Kilk. Billy follows you outside unless you want to like terrorize people inside here more.
Oh, yeah, no. It's going to be less Billy following me and me kind of driving Billy by like, all right, let's go, buddy.
You got the arm over shoulder, like forcing movement. Of course, sir. Is there any good angles you want?
My face, duh.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm an idiot. You got me. Yep, got me. You come outside. He's a little bit surprised because he noticed that the rest of you were in there just moments ago talking to Peter Quill. And then he notices like the very prime and proper dog and like the owner that's very excited, like very oblivious to what's happening right now. And then there is just abomination of like fur and scales, like I guess languishing on the ground right now. So it's like rolling slowly backwards and forwards.
Oh no! I'm holding him. Like he's mine now.
Oh, you're holding
He's my little guy. I'm gonna call you Raquana. How about that?
Cool. Ryan, just
Yes.
table talk. I thought that I was the only one who went in before.
yes, you
Yeah.
are.
Oh, you know what? You're
Yes.
right. You're right. No, that's my bad. I thought,
Okay.
yeah, you're right. You're the only person that went in. So they wouldn't have recognized you all.
Okay, that's, just...
Yeah, okay. Going back, they, a little retcon, they wouldn't recognize y'all and probably would assume that you are Kilk's goons, which I guess technically in the situation you are.
Which I guess does solve the problem of us needing to be tied to this, so the Rook knows we did it.
Yeah. And like, just to add to that, I am an enforcer for the Bormar clan. If anyone recognizes me, that just lends credence, I think, to his being his goon.
I just realized the problem this is going to cause down the road.
Billy takes out the camera. Oh, all right. Is there a particular picture we're trying to stage, sir?
All right, I'm gonna make your life very, very easy. We're gonna take pictures with all the animals, and then all the people here, and then all the excuse me. What's your name? And I'm gonna ask the person who has the nice dog.
Oh shit! I already forgot the voice. My name's Lynn.
It was kind of like, oh my gosh.
Lynn is
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
No.
oh my god.
No.
Lynn. Just Lynn.
okay. Lynn, it's your lucky day. You're gonna be famous, and your dog is gonna be famous.
That's so exciting. I've always thought he's the bestest boy.
Of course, but just remember who the bestest boys is.
And who is that?
Me, because you got Kilk.
And I want to say that you do the pose, like you have the dog, you do the pose right as you're saying that. Billy takes a couple of snaps, and it's like the perfect, like little, like the dog, cute as a button. Like absolutely, these pictures are going to be wonderful. There is like such a mixture. I don't know if you want to describe the face that you're making, but I imagine one that is like filled with like it's like a threat and like he's got a nice face, but you feel like a threat is being asked, like, God, Kilk. It's kind of the perfect image.
Yeah, no, I can get behind that. I was really picturing something more along Obama's campaign poster of hope.
Yeah.
But I suppose that's a pretty close second.
It's hope. There's like a dog's face just kind of creeping up.
Chowder, can you add this to the merchandise list, please? Thank you.
So if you prefer that, we can do that.
I was imagining like Barney Stinson getting his picture taken, you know?
Yeah, with the suit, like, always playing with his fucking tie and shit like that. Yeah.
Oh,
Could be that.
You look great. So there is like the
course I
macro
do.
shot. There's the macro shot where everybody is in it. You've got like your thumb out, like your face, like you look like $1,000,000. The face is like perfectly like preened. The lighting is perfect. You got the perfect like half scowl, half smile, where the people that know you know that this is a threat, and the people that don't know you think that this is a very welcoming thing. It's beautiful. Like, and he takes a couple pictures. all of which could be used for different things. I'll say that with his Arcanotech backpack, it like starts printing it like a dot matrix style out the back.
Oh, that's cool.
It's just like much finer detail, but it's still dot matrix. Lynn obviously asked for some pictures with the dog, and like still under the threat of Kilk, he acquiesces, and there's a couple of great shots of like Lynn and their dog. Absolutely beautiful. Like, it's a great dog. There's a couple of shots that he just like sees this weird fucking iguana and just out of curiosity takes a couple of snaps of it. Just like, I don't really ever seen something like that, sir. Is this your dog?
Doesn't matter what it is. I'm a person for all the people. And I'd like to take, what were we calling it? Chowder? Raquana?
Raquana, yeah.
I'd like to take Raquana and very gingerly hold it up with a little bit more of a grimace.
He takes a couple of pictures of that as well. He's like not resisting. The second he thinks you want something, he's just doing it. And he hands over the pictures. The cool thing about the backpack is that he has set it to like basically where he has the negatives for post, but it is printing out for you so you can have if you want to take this somewhere else and apply it or put it in a different newspaper. So I'll say that you have basically pictures that are usable for realistically anything.
Excellent.
Like he gives you negatives and the prints or whatever.
Okay. I'm gonna say, all right. I think that's enough here. Thank you very much. With my people, I will meet you back at the campaign house, and I'll thank you again, Mr. Photographer and Lynn, and all of these cute animals.
Oh, of course. It was so much fun. I just hope my little boy. And she kind of like walks away. And Billy's like, yeah, anytime, as he's slowly backing into the Shard Inquisitor. Just like, yeah, of course. He's like reaching for the doorknob behind him, is having trouble getting at it. And he's like finally finds it and slams it. And you can hear it like close. And then you hear it as it locks.
Excellent. I'm gonna try to like indicate to usher the others away to have them start walking away as I go into the alley.
They all. I mean, I guess. Do you guys walk away?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Both Colin and Steele are in stunned silence at the moment.
You all walk away. You go into the alley. It's empty. There isn't anybody really around. You can make your transformation back if you want. Don't have to.
Let's do it. And I want to be noted, I gave Raquana back to Gan.
I thought you'd be like, I gave Raquana back to the trash where I found him.
No. He's family now.
As this is unfolding, Steele is going to gingerly speak up.
I believe that we may now face some difficulty with our plan this evening, simply because the premise was that we would all be in the photograph with Kilk. However, all of the people that will now be printing this have already seen us, including you, Gan, with Kilk.
Shit!
So perhaps we should figure out what the hell we're gonna do later.
I'm sorry, can you explain that again?
Sure. So the premise of the plan that's going to be happening tonight is that we're going to be mugging Gan and getting photos of that. Gan has now been seen associating with Kilk at the place that is going to print that story.
Yeah, I don't think that's unavoidable though, because like he could have been trying to set up a drug deal with Gan and then flip the script on her.
Then I guess I should ask, if we are concerned with the ruthless, well-connected Rook discovering that this is not legitimately in support of Kilk, is this a fact that we should conceal or not?
No, we could put it on like do a little thing, right? Where like, Kilk is like, give me the drugs. And I'm like, no, the drugs aren't for you, Kilk. What are you doing? You just hired me to walk you around places. And then Kilk's like, no, I want the drugs. And then
I agree with all this.
And then he like beats me up, takes the drug, and like, that's the whole story. And it's like it rounds off all the little things, like, why was I seen with him? Oh, I was just hired. And then he noticed the drugs and he's like, I want them drugs. And I'm like, no, you can't have these drugs. And then he takes the drugs forcefully.
How can you say drugs a few more times?
Silly
drugs.
Drugs. Everybody.
If you're deeply worried about the idea of like Gan being present, like you could just disguise Gan in some way, like put a hat on Gan.
But some of the edge was making sure that Gan was a recognizable member of the Boromar clan. So disguising Gan wouldn't work. Basically,
Right.
yeah, we to Mal's point, like that's probably the route we're going to have to go because we kind of have to maintain that connection. So I think Colin thinks we need to change the fiction of the story we're going to sell later this evening.
Maybe that is fair, but also like people double cross each other all the time. Maybe Gan was around as a drug dealer for Kilk and then raised prices, did this or that and the third, and Kilk didn't like it.
I guess I should ask a question about the Shard Inquisitive. Are they actually you've said that they're sort of low class, 10-cent rag kind of deal. Are they actually scrupulous journalists that we can tell? Do we think that they'll see that connection? Does that seem like the kind of shit they would write about, or are they just interested in a headline?
So in Eberron, the setting, they have some scruples. I am playing them off as the New York Post, or like even worse than that. So I don't think they're very scrupled or even necessarily good at their job.
Okay.
But they seem to have some kind of anti-Kilk agenda one way or the other, and they don't seem super interested in fact to get there.
All right. So at the assurances of Maul and Studz, Steele is just going to say,
Well, at the very least, they are going to write a story about what just took place in the office, so I believe the contradictions in our associations are in place.
So it's up to y'all. Y'all can do some more plotting and planning to like laying some groundwork down, or we can skip forward to the meat. It's up to y'all.
I think I'm content to skip forward. I think anything else we do during the day would be sort of filler.
Yeah, sure.
All right. You skip forward a couple of hours. I'm going to say you spending that time, you go back to the old soldier. You kind of, Gan, you set up a little nest crook box for was it Raquanda?
I restocked us on red thread after Maul wasted it all on the board, and then
I didn't waste it.
and then Raquanda uses half the thread I just bought in the nest.
I used it for constructive ideas that we just implemented in real life, okay? It's not a waste.
I apologize for my characterization. Here is your thread that Raquana did not take.
Thank you.
Raquana totally took the thread. It's Raquana's now.
Yes, I know. This is what I have. I need to go away now.
I'm gonna beat Raquana to death.
Raquana is peacefully sleeping and resting. It seems to be slowly but surely recuperating from whatever happened to them. I'll say that's like you burn some time doing that. Like y'all, maybe get some lunch, figure out some stuff, talk a little bit more. Around 7 o'clock, when it's starting to get a little darker outside, the pictures are definitely going to be a little harder to distinguish. You're not going to have to worry so much about all the little fine details. You start to head towards Triagon Alley. I'm assuming at some point in there, Studz is going to surreptitiously disguise themselves as Kilk. And is there anything preparatory or otherwise you would like to do like immediately before like staging this photo?
Okay, so he wants to like drink the drug to like make it look believable. So I'm gonna take the half-filled vial of dragon's blood, put some water in it so it looks full, and so that he can drink that, it doesn't look off. And also maybe watering it down will be less bad.
Are you telling me that you're doing this? Or do you do this kind of behind the scenes?
Yeah, I'm telling you that I'm doing this. We're both on the same side, I think. So, yeah, I tell you.
It would make sense, too, just in case it does show up, that maybe it looks like a full container that is being sipped from. So that does cover some tracks there.
How big are these containers again? Is it like a shot or something?
They're like little vials. Less than a shot, maybe like a quarter of a shot. Like it's like what I don't know, in a movie you see them have like cocaine vials and stuff like that. They're not like very, hold like maybe a couple milliliters of liquid. It is typically pretty sludgy too. Like you kind of like scrape it out. But yeah, that is all set up. Anything else that y'all would like to do before doing this? You can like, as you guys approach I'm gonna actually roll for them to see how well they hide.
Yeah, I was gonna say that once we're there, Steele is gonna roll to see if he can spot. Can I roll against that to see if I spot them?
Yeah, you can, but they rolled so bad.
Yeah, I got a 13. What do I
a
see?
3 and an 8.
Okay.
So, like, you see,
So Steele is scouting out the alley, making sure it's clear, making sure all the sight lines are clear. I look up at the building corners, and what do I see?
you see, like the Grouch, you see Peter Quill like in a trash can, and then right next to him, you see Auric, which is like standing out in the open with just like a pizza box on their head, like just like fully set up. Did not roll well at all. Like there's an attempt has been made. Like Auric is wearing like a really shabby, like basically like, for lack of a better word, a cloak that's like covered in dirt. So he's like trying to blend in as like maybe a homeless person. But like he has this full camera rig. So like there's this very shiny brand new camera that's like in his hands. It's like they have not hid well at all, but they don't seem to recognize that they have done a bad thing.
Oh my god. Okay, so Steele, after scouting the alley, is going to step back and just say,
Well, this is gonna go however it's gonna go.
Is there a particular setup? Is like Gan walking in first? Are you kind of like walking in the same time as Kilk? Are you like how would you foresee both of you, I guess, in this scene, seeing this go down?
All right. So here's what Gan has in mind, and she would have relayed this to him beforehand. We're gonna walk down, right? And I'll be like, "Oh wow, thanks for hiring me to be your bodyguard." And then you're gonna be like, "I want that dragon's blood." What? I want that dragon's blood. No, the dragon's blood's not for you. And then that's when you like do the betrayal and then call in your goons and beat me up and take the dragon's blood. This one, I even marked it for you.
You're really making this foolproof.
Yeah, there is a real, like, we're covering every single angle. Is this you talking about it, or is this happening right now?
this is beforehand.
This is beforehand, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, because like if this is happening right now, like you can see Peter Quill just like taking down every single line.
Yeah, that should probably get us the results we want. So yeah, that sounds like a plan. Raquana, your thoughts? I then like talk to like the entity in the orb, who I have nicknamed Go. Your thoughts? Raquana, your thoughts? Anybody? Any thoughts?
I am both alarmed and relieved that Gan has manufactured her own conversational partners.
Raquana seems chill with whatever's happening, seems asleep. Go is like apparates kind of in a nearby and kind of just shrugs. I don't see, I mean, I don't know about the moral implications of lying like this, but I suppose if Kilk is a bad person, it's fine.
Oh yeah, no, super bad person. Like beats people up, threatens them.
Super bad.
Threaten them. You know,
Takes pictures of dogs.
Go speaks up. Like, so I'm a little worried that Studz is going to be actually imbibing this substance. Is Studz going to be okay?
I mean, it's watered down, so well, I'm pretty sure that should be okay.
Again, like Go doesn't really understand the concept of drugs, so just like shrugs. Shrug drug. So is everybody good with that? Are you good to play that out in fiction?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead, both of you. I will give you advantage on this just because you have like really laid it all out. Like you have a brooch that gives you the ability to basically completely take that person's identity. You have laid out the plan pretty succinctly. You are taking the risk of ingesting the drugs. I will give you both advantage for this scene to play out as advertised.
Alrighty.
So, and Mal and I, so basically Kilk and Gan are walking in and Mal and I are posing as muscle behind them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a second.
I got a 9. That was my highest.
The 9 was your highest?
I'm sending the picture of my dice, but it was a 16 and a 20.
Ooh, a 20. I'll say, because you got a 20, that'll raise Chowders from a mixed to just like a plain success. You won't necessarily get the benefit of a 20, which would maybe be
Super drugs.
Super dry.
I was gonna say if you got a 20, you could look really much like you were drinking the drugs, but without actually doing it. I'm gonna say in this circumstance, to really sell it, like you're noticing that Gan is faltering and stumbling over the lines. To really sell it, you notice like you're going to have to do this and see what happens.
Okay.
So do you guys want to dictate out the scene as it's going, or should we just kind of assume that it happened the way that y'all said?
I think we should dictate it out.
So you guys are walking down the alley. Begin.
All right. So, I'm gonna put my shoulder around again and say, I really appreciate the Bormer clan lending you over. You've been a great ally to our cause.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to help. Just being your bodyguard, being your hired goon. It's what I do. It's what I'm good at.
You're more than a goon. You're a real patriot. That being said, a little birdie told me that you have a certain package that you've been holding on to.
Package? I don't know about.
Are they going to have sex?
I don't know about no package.
Stop that.
All right, sorry, I couldn't help. I heard you got a little package that I could hold on to.
Go away.
Sorry, I can't help myself.
Where were we?
You just said something about a little package.
Yeah, I heard you've been holding on to a little package of a certain illicit substance.
I don't have any dragon's blood.
That's okay. I'll tell you what. It's going to be safer with me than it will be anywhere else.
No, I can't give you this. This isn't
So
for
why
you.
don't you just give it here, and I'm gonna start to.
No.
I'll put my hand on your shoulder, but I'll kind of like really grip, and I'll stop us from like walking through the alley.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a show of oh, I'm resisting. No, don't take the drugs.
Steel will step forward, playing the goon part, and then pull open the coat to reveal the dragon's blood on the inside for Kilk to take.
You're gonna make this easy for me or not?
No, I will not let you have it. And I throw a fake punch that should easily be deflected, and then
I'm gonna snap my fingers and point at Gan. Take care of that for me. Motioning to Steel.
Okay, I'm going to look at Gan and say,
Sorry, this has to happen again.
and I'm going to attack Gan and punch Gan in the face. Not as hard as I can.
To really sell it.
Yeah, enough that Gan would get hurt, but also can react.
I'm watching. I just kind of took a couple steps back.
Yeah. No, I yes and that. I take the hit. I fall to the ground. Oh, he's so strong.
Is Steel aware that the properly dosed and watered down dragon's blood is marked? Was that information given to Steel specifically?
It's a great question. Y'all didn't talk about that.
Because we didn't role play that, and I can roll to see whether I pick up on that in the moment.
I was going to say that once Gan's on the ground, then I would step in to secure
cool.
the drugs.
It would be slightly noticeable because they were all sealed vials, and they are all sealed except for the one that the seal was broken.
Then once Gan is on the ground, I'll use my foot to kick the jacket open and then just gesture for Kilk to walk up to it.
That's the stuff. I'm going to reach down and I'm going to grab a vial. Ryan, I'd like to roll a d20. If I succeed, I'll take the one that is properly marked, but if not...
Honestly, go for it.
All right, I'm doing this in Discord.
I was thinking about that too. It's would you know? 11 is a success, right?
That is an 11.
That's a success, right?
Yeah.
I don't have my cheat sheet up.
Yes, that is a success.
You reach for a vial that is fully sealed, and you notice the seal. It's oh, that's weird. It's unbroken seal, and then you're oh shit, and then you pick up the one next to it. This one's better.
I'm just thinking about what the reporters would think if they saw him pick up a vial and say, "Oop, not this one," and then switch it out.
Nothing's getting switched out.
But you do notice the broken seal one. You can also tell that it's a little less cold, because all these are cold as ice, dry ice. They almost burn the fingertips. This one is actually you can handle it with your fingers. And the seal is broken. It looks a little more watery and less sludgy than the other ones, so it's very obvious to you.
Okay, I'm gonna motion to Steal my bodyguard and say, secure the alley. Go down there and do something important.
Okay, I glance at the very obvious reporters and try to pretend that I don't see them in the garbage and under the pizza box, and I'm just gonna crack my knuckles and walk by them and just
No
walk
better be
right
not
back.
be any reporters around
Yeah.
here. And you like make eye contact with Orc.
Yeah, like I accidentally
Just-
glance at one of the guys and look away. And I'm saying,
It seems to be all clear, boss. Let's clean this up.
So while you're walking away, I'm going to. I'd like to take a second vial to pocket,
Oh, okay. Oh. You pocket a second vial.
and I would like to open up the one that was previously opened and chug that.
Nar.
Can you roll because you're chugging it? I'm gonna say roll a d20 with disadvantage. This is no ginger sip. This is a full-on Baja Blast with some
Slurp.
dragons.
this is Conan on Hot Ones.
That is
10.
a 15 or a nope. It's a 10.
It's a 10, and 10 is a hard choice. Hard choice here. Regardless of what happens, you've ingested the drug, so it is going to take effect. And it is going to do what it does. The hard choice I'm going to give you here, you're going to get addicted either way. Hard choice number 1,
Oh my gosh. Okay.
you're going to like it. Hard choice number 2 is you're going to hate it.
That's dark. That's really dark.
All right. Does everybody remember what happened last time?
I think I do because I edited it.
You may have split memories because technically we recorded the episode twice.
I'm gonna keep all those recordings from the first 35, and over the next few months, we can build the legend
pepper 'em in.
of the great lost episode of Dice Populi Entrenched, and build up all this community uproar. Like, give us the lost episode, and then in like 5 years, we'll finally drop it, and they'll be like,
It's like,
"Oh,
it's
that's
just
why."
them planning the entire
It's like,
fucking
oh, that's
episode.
why they didn't. That's why they didn't release that episode.